Hey guys, how you all doing? Just wanted to show you my seeds here before they blow over again. Here's some perennials. And here, what's my favorite flower right here? Well, two of my favorite flowers, the Shasta daisy and the echinacea purple coneflower. I think I have some more pink and white ones and purple ones. I'll have to look for them. I've been kind of, like I said, going through everything and put everything in its place with its sunshiny face, as my dad would say. Everything's in its place with a sunshiny face. And it, Ziploc bags or containers or whatever, because that's usually how I used to live. Not like this craziness that happened, but things happen. But anyways, you live and you learn, and you know how it goes. Anyways, here's some flowers. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. The starter. I have some starters over here. I'm trying to decide if I could just wash those out. I used them last year, forgot to wash them out. And just wash them out really good, hot water, soap and water, and then put more soil in them. So there's that. Like I said, those are my favorite. Look, right here. This is my favorite flower. So beautiful. These purplish pink. It's almost like they're pink sort of looking, and then they turn purple pink or whatever. It's just a beautiful color. It's purple, but it's just a beautiful color. And everything. And the pink and white, there's yellow and red and orange. But I prefer the pink and the purple and the white. I don't know, just like those. But I guess the other ones are pretty. I like yellow. And orange and red are good for, and yellow are good for fall. I mean, I like red. But you can't really put red and pink and purple together. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. You can put purple and red. I don't know. But, there was a paragraph or whatever, it was a poem about purple and red. I'll have to find it, that my mom liked at her, I guess not funeral, but memorial service, and I'll have to find that. But anyways, here's some flowers. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go ahead and plant those in. I can either do one or two ways. I can put them in a container and just put, like, all the zinnias in one container, and everything in different containers. And then when they grow, there'll be a bunch of them, and then separate them out. That's how my neighbor does it, that has a really big vegetable garden. Or I can separate them out now, and then they have more space to grow, and then I won't have to separate them out until they get bigger. I mean, you have to separate them out, anyways. And like, I think somebody on YouTube, a few people on YouTube that I really like watching, and my gardener, and there's some other ones as well. I can't remember everybody's names, but there's a few other, like I said, I'll have to look. I can't remember everybody's names, but put 2 or 3 in one, or 2 in one little thingy, garden 6-pack or whatever, and then you take one and throw one in the trash. I wouldn't want to throw them in the trash, because that's just a wasted seed. If it's a weaker one, why can't you just, what I'm saying, if you could just put it in another little container and kind of nurse it back. But that's what people do. So I don't know usually how I do it, and if things are flying off again. Usually how I do it is, and here's, like I said, the herbs. Those kind of, some of them flew off the table here. That's why I wanted to do this real quick. Catnip, the cats love. Cilantro. Lettuce you're supposed to do in the spring. I mean, today it feels like summer. And everything. But, I mean, I'll go ahead and put the lettuce in. And, it's probably going to be some cool days and stuff, and cool nights and everything. Lettuce is really good in the spring and in the fall. Okay. And I just, like I said, I've gone through a lot of things, and I found some, seeds and everything. The only thing I guess I really need to get is more green bean seeds, a couple more carrots. I think I need watermelon and cantaloupe. Here's So here's one pack of cantaloupe just fell. Butternut squash, like I said, watermelon, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and the bitter tomatoes. I'm going to get some seeds and try and grow those this year. I mean, I want to get the plants that, you put in the ground that are ready to go, but you're really not a real gardener unless you actually grow it from a seed. Because that shows, you know what I mean, that you're a real gardener. People that can put in, I mean, I've done it too, and it's a good way to, if you can't get something to grow. I mean, I can't get everything to grow either. Like tomatoes, I have a hard time growing tomatoes and peppers. And I know a lot of people, Scrap Dog, I need to go over to his channel and watch his show. Just been trying to catch up on everybody. It's just hard. And he does a great job, and that's a good idea to start early and put everything in containers in the house. But I just didn't want all the bugs and stuff. But I might get some corn. I need to get some corn packets, and then maybe just put those inside, and that way the birds won't get to them. I grow them inside until they get bigger, and then when they get bigger I can put them outside, or I could buy some. I bought those last year. What I'm saying is green leaves are pretty easy to grow. I can grow pumpkins, and I've gotten a few pumpkins, but I think what it is you have to start them really, really early on that. I mean, I don't know everything. Nobody does. And everything. Everybody has what they do the best and all. I grew cabbage this year, this in the winter. I think I showed you all. Lettuce, like I said, that's easy to grow. These flowers are pretty much easy to grow. Pumpkins are easy to grow, like I said, with the leaves, but just have to get in the ground quicker. I'd like to be able to grow these. I haven't grown these yet. I've grown these. I haven't grown these yet. I grow these every year. A few of these, I haven't grown those. And I've grown peppers, green peppers and red peppers, yellow peppers, and I've gotten the plants too. But it's really, I guess what it is too, if you get some seeds, I mean, like I said, I like to do both and everything. You get the seeds, then it really makes you feel good, because, you know what I'm saying, you can grow it from a seed. And, I mean, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but my mom and dad has always told me that I have a green thumb. All my friends told me I had a green thumb. This one girl that I was a roommate with, I'm like, girl, I wasn't a roommate with her at the time, but when I was a roommate, we had plenty of cherry tomatoes and all that stuff. And the girl can't grow tomatoes. She bought them at the store and she killed them. I don't know how that could happen. I was like, girl, let me talk to you and let me tell you how to grow tomatoes. If that's fine if you want to get them from the store or whatever. Don't put them in that upside down thing, and she put it in a crate or something like that. But when you don't know what you're doing and stuff like that, it's probably not a good idea just to stick to the basics. But I couldn't believe, I guess what it is I've just kind of grown up that way, from a small town. I mean, I didn't grow up in a small town. I grew here in this town, but the smaller town and everything that my grandmother and grandfather grew up in Kentucky. And gosh, I miss that place so bad. I miss my grandmother and my grandfather. They were so kind to me. My dad's parents, and I got to go there to Somerset, Kentucky when I was younger. There was a freaking Dairy Queen right beside the house, and then I know this sounds weird, but I used to go there, and there was a big meal prepared. I mean, I would love to have that meal. When you're a kid, you just don't, I mean, all you want is hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff. But I couldn't wait to get over to Dairy Queen and get a hamburger with ketchup and mustard and pickle. That's all I had on mine. And that's really cool though. But just miss it, memories and stuff like that. But what I was trying to say is that I helped my grandmother and my grandfather grew a lot of tomatoes and corn, and he grew from seed, and he got, I guess, some plants, but he mostly grew from the seed. Corn and, like I said, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, big beef tomatoes, real big ones. What else? We had fried green tomatoes, and those were always good, and I miss those. I was going to get those the other night at Ramsey's, the DoorDash, but I just didn't. I mean, I think I've had them there before, and they're just not as good as homemade ones, you know. And then, what else did we have? I'm trying to remember. My grandfather liked gourds. He was a gourd. He liked those gourds. I don't know why, but I need to try to grow those gourds. He liked them so much. And then peppers, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, pumpkins, and watermelons. I mean, he grew so many things and everything, and I love going out there and helping him pick up the weeds. I don't know. I guess I just enjoyed being in the garden and enjoyed doing stuff he liked to do. My grandmother, Maine, would be inside. Usually, she didn't do the gardening thing. She'd be inside washing dishes, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever, to wash dishes. I know that sounds weird. There was no dishwasher back then, but they didn't have a dishwasher, but they had an old house, you know, one of those old house fixer-uppers, and it was so cute. And the wraparound porch and everything, porch swing, the hydrangeas on the side of the house. That I need to find those hydrangeas and put them in my yard. I think they're called Snowball, but anyways, my grandma would be inside, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world to wash dishes in the sink. I don't know, maybe it's just because I was hanging out with my grandmother, and it didn't matter what we were doing, you know, we were just together, and that's what matters the most. But anyways, there's those seeds. Like I said, I'm going to have to get some green beans, some tomatoes, and peppers, cherry tomatoes,